Hello, my name is Ian Kelleher and this is my presentation for the Creative Strategies module we're doing in CIT. The first slide you're seeing is my original mind map versus my revised map. My original thought was to create a tool where kids would be able to put on a quiz for their students, their other students, their teachers, their other classes around specialised topics. Now these kids would have been the age from 8 to 12. So the benefits of that were that they would be able to research in depth topics that generally they weren't very familiar with. The teachers would see benefits of their kids performing these quizzes, presenting, and also taking ownership of their own learning. It was fun because everyone loves a quiz. The learning that they were going to learn how to read, writing, the learning pyramid, they would have got a glimpse into the learning pyramid and communication with the facilitating the quiz and also presenting. And also they could have taken part in teams or building relationships. Now, throughout the class where the mind maps were discussed, someone mentioned about where does the creativity come into this, and that's where I got stuck. So I went back and kind of reevaluated what I was doing. So I shifted from 8 to 12-year-olds to kind of older teenagers in the transition year, kind of 5th year group, which would be 15, 16-year-olds. And I want to kind of focus in on presenting. I want them presenting a quiz, and the creativity would be how would they present this quiz, you could say. They'd have to come up with original ideas on how to perform the quiz. So I'm going to use the platform of the D-School Bootcamp, which was founded in Stanford a few years back, and basically focused on 5 elements: the empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So empathize would be basically that they observe, engage, and immerse. And basically, empathy is the foundation of the human-centered design process. So they have to view the world from the learner's or the user's point of view. They need to interact with and interview the users or the learners and immerse themselves in their experiences. It's about focusing on the user and what their needs are. The define would be the stage where the designer defines the problem faced by the user. At this stage, the designer would know their needs as well as having an understanding of the current developments in their area and other significant factors. And it's more than simply just defining. You need to have your point of view as a unique design vision that you've crafted based on the discoveries you've come across. In the ideate part, the third stage is the idea of ideation. There are many different approaches to this, and it is advisable to best suit one that's ideal to you. It's basically, that could be brainstorming, that could be lateral thinking, it could be the two minds process developed by Alex Osborne. The prototype is our fourth stage. Prototyping is where the designer first begins to sketch up actual design solutions. While there may be some exploration of this in the ideation stage, the prototyping stage works towards developing more solid and complete design solutions. Now, it could take a physical form, it could take, post-its on a wall. It's basically just your ideas coming together. That would be your prototype. And the final stage would be the testing stage. The final testing stage is a reference to the interactive process of the design. Once the designer has chosen a solution, they need to test and refine it and make sure that it's more robust and suitable. So, to our first step in the D-School model would be the empathize. Now, one of my key points here is presenting isn't a utilised subject in today's schools, yet it's used in most organisations and most roles. It might be used in certain modules in 3rd level, and at some stages it is used in 2nd level when it comes to certain subjects using the CBA, which is the class-based assessments. It's used in kind of geography, science, business studies, where the class would come together, or groups, and they have to present on their topics. Now, the model they're using is basically standing in the class and presenting using just a speech or a PowerPoint. Now, I would have done interviews with many students around this age, maybe up to 12, and none of them have come across any other forms of presentation. They see very limited forms of presenting while in school. So post this interview with the kids, I googled and researched forms of presenting, and the first result I got on Google would have been PowerPoint, overhead projectors, paper handouts, flip chart, video, props. Now, to me, there's no creativity in there. We have the props, we go do it. I want kids kind of think about the different ideas of presenting and how to do this quiz. So the next step in the D school model would be define. And so I looked from the learners or the user's point of view, and in schools at this age, at this time, presenting isn't important to them. To quote one of them, it's just a thing. They don't see the benefits of presenting. Using the quiz process, fun and creativity can be brought into their thinking. Now, if you look at the characteristics of a presenter, it tells us they need to have their non-verbal cues spot on. The verbal cues, they need to be animated, assertive, astute, clear, dynamic, effective, energetic. This list is endless. Yet kids, they see their teacher presenting one to a big class, and they don't see the huge benefits of a different presenter. They need to start, before this quiz, I need to bring them through the benefits of presenting and how important it would be in their working life and into their entire life. So how I do this, do we stand on top of the class and do we present to the children on how to present? Now, I'll go into more of this when we come to the ideate step and the prototype stage of the D model school. The next thing I want to look at is the Osborne method. So Alex Osborne would have been a great mind. He developed the two minds philosophy and the lateral thinking philosophy. Judgment keeps imagination on track, and imagination not opens ways to action but also can enlighten judgment. That's one of the quotes from Alex Osborne. And I want the teenagers to kind of have a look at Alex Osborne and his method of this thinking and bring that into their presenting. A judicial mind working together with a creative mind could do wondrous things, and when it comes to presenting, I want them to throw out the rule book on presenting. Like with PowerPoint, for example, I'm using right now, there are rules. There are the 10, 20, 30 rule, the 6x6 rule, and the 6x6 rule. Chances are I'm after breaking many of them already during this presentation, but that's just me. I want kids to have a different thinking around putting together presentations, whether they think around, they do through song, through a game show, through quizzes, however they want to put this quiz across. I want them to have a really think about, and the Alex Osborne method might be the way to do this. Now, he's also come across with the lateral thinking way. That might be another way of looking at it as well. Lateral thinking often is referred to in connection with creativity. It involves breaking away from the traditional linear way of thinking in order to solve problems with using reasoning that is not immediately obvious. For the immediate part, we'll sidestep the lateral thinking and we'll come back to the Osborne checklist, which is highlighted here. Basically, I want the kids to, when they're presenting, to kind of throw out what they know about presenting. That teacher at the top of the room. Now, there are many teachers out there who present very, very well, and they'll come across many presenters, visitors to their school, who they present very well. But I just want them to kind of think of a new angle, kind of magnify, can anything be added, time, minify, can it be taken away, substitute, different ingredients used, other materials, other processes. Could they rearrange? Could they reverse things? Can they combine other units, ideas, appeals? I just want the kids to have a proper idea around how to present this quiz. And I just think a different way of doing things would be very, very beneficial for them in their schooling and ultimately in their livelihoods. Now, I think that's all I have at the moment. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please drop in the comment section below and I'll hopefully get to them. Thank you.